Hey y'all, today I wanted to do a video on what is keto, because I feel like there's a lot of people that want to start keto because they see weight loss or they see all these benefits, but I feel like a lot of times they don't really know what keto is. I feel like they don't understand the science behind it. So I just wanted to get on here and do a video. What is keto? So if you've heard about keto, you know that it's a good way to lose weight and you know, all of these benefits that people talk about. But what is it? So your body right now, when you're starting, if you followed a standard American diet or if you've eaten a lot of carbs, your body probably fuels itself with glucose. Now, different things are converted to glucose in your body. Carbs, even excess protein can be converted to glucose in your body. And when your body has all this extra glucose running around, there's only so much that it can do with it to fuel itself. There's only so much that it needs. And all of the excess that it has, it stores in your fat cells, and that's what makes you fat. Now, on a ketogenic diet, the goal is to get yourself into ketosis. And ketosis is where your body starts producing ketones. Your body can fuel itself with glucose, and it can fuel itself with ketones. Now, when you go without carbs for a while, your body kind of starts to freak out a little bit. You're probably going to go through the keto flu and feel a little bad, but it freaks out because it doesn't have that glucose, and then it remembers, hey, I stored all that in those fat cells. Let me just pull from it. So it pulls from it, and ketones are created in the liver, and that's what your body uses to fuel itself. A popular saying has been, fat makes you fat, so eating fat makes you fat. Sugar makes you fat, and it makes you sick. So on a ketogenic diet, you kind of flip the way you've been eating. You eat high fat, low carb, and moderate protein. So you get most of your calories from good fats: butter, avocados, avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, just all that good stuff, and then you add on top of it some protein, good protein. And a lot of people, when they first start, they kind of get a little shocked about how little protein that you actually eat. Just like there's only so much glucose your body needs, there's only so much protein your body needs, and what it doesn't need, it converts to glucose, which is stored in your fat cells in excess. So now the ketogenic diet is said to help so many different things. They put pediatric seizure patients on it. People with Alzheimer's, a lot of doctors will use a ketogenic diet. And I've read that they don't know why a ketogenic diet is good for this type of, different brain dysfunctions. But I don't understand why they don't know why. I'm no scientist, but to me it's kind of obvious. Just like your body is made up of 70% water, they tell you to drink a lot of water. Your brain is 60% fat. Why wouldn't they tell you to eat more fat? I mean, it just makes sense to me. I'm not claiming that I know everything by any means, but it makes sense. When you hear this at first, you hear high fat, alarm bells go off, and I think that it has happened with all of us when we first start keto, because it has been ingrained in us all our lives that fat is bad, low fat everything. But the sugar corporations did that, and you need to watch. If you are thinking about starting keto, you're on the verge, you're on the fence, please watch Fed Up on Netflix. It is such an eye-opener to just how much sugar we are consuming in America. It is in absolutely everything. And we wonder why we're so sick and we're so obese. What? It really does make me angry that the government has allowed this to happen, and it all comes down to money. Please watch that documentary. It's sad. It's really sad. Now, when you get into ketosis, it's going to take a while for you to become fat adapted, which is where your body becomes used to running on fat and it becomes its new normal. When you first start, your body is going through a huge change. You have always run on glucose. Always, except for when you were born. Babies are born in ketosis. I read that a while back, and then Kayla Does Keto did a video and it reminded me of that. She put that in there. But besides that, your body has always run on glucose. Now, you are taking that and you are flipping a switch, and your body is going to freak out. It's going to not know what's going on. You are going to get, if you are anything like me, you're going to get sick. You're going to get the keto flu. But there are ways to prevent that or to help it. You really need electrolytes. You need to get magnesium supplements, potassium supplements, and up your sodium in some way. I drank pickle juice when I was first starting to up that potassium and the sodium. I also did bouillon cube and water. You can do so many things, but make sure you're getting those. You can make Keto Raid. I know a lot of people do that, which Kayla actually does her water, pink Himalayan salt, light salt, which is a mix of salt and potassium, and some flavor drops, and it really works for her. I take supplements and it's always worked for me. I also use light salt a lot, which has a lot of potassium. Different foods have a lot of potassium too, like avocado. It's really good for potassium. Just make sure you're getting that. You know, you will feel so much better. Now, when you're going through keto flu, you're probably going to feel hungry all the time. I did. Your body is so used to getting, you know, all this protein, all these carbs, all this glucose, and it's not anymore, and it thinks it's starving, but it's not. It's actually, your body is being primed to turn into a fat burning machine, and that's not some sales pitch. You don't have to buy anything to be on keto except for the right type of foods, and that's why I love this so much. There's no gimmicks, there's no, you know, anything. You just eat right and your body does the work. You have all this stored fat. Why not eat certain types of foods and use that fat for energy? Use that fat to burn. I mean, I just can't. It's still sometimes the science behind it just so, it impresses me so much, and it just makes me wonder why this isn't out there more. And yes, I know that certain people have a hard time on keto, and you know, keto with diabetes is its own thing, and I'm gonna do a separate video on that. But you don't have to worry about it too much. If you have diabetes, please do your research. Please know what you have. Unless you are an insulin dependent type 1 diabetic or very late stage type 2 diabetic who needs insulin, you don't really have to worry about it. Like I said, I'm going to do a whole video about keto and diabetes, but don't think you can't do this. I mean, yeah, talk to your doctor. So just have an open mind. Do your research. Don't go off of what other people say. I feel like people are so prone to jump on the bandwagon of, oh, this is wrong, I'm not going to do it. But you've been living a standard American diet your entire life. That makes no sense to me. Like, you see all of these people that are healthy and happy and thriving, but you hear a couple of bad things and all of a sudden it's just, you know, whatever. Just please do your research. Most people with diabetes don't have to worry about it at all. And side note, it has been proven that a ketogenic diet can help or even cure type 2 diabetes. I'll explain everything about keto and ketoacidosis, diabetic ketoacidosis, but talk to your doctor, do your research, and see if it's right for you. So I guess that's about it. I hope I summed it up. Basically, your body's been running on glucose. You start eating very low carb and high fat, your body's going to start producing ketones that'll fuel you, fuel your brain. You're going to turn yourself into a fat burning machine. It's also going to help with so many things that you wouldn't even imagine. It's great for brain health. It's just wonderful. So I hope that you understand a little more about what the ketogenic diet is. It's not just a diet. Ketosis is something that you are trying to achieve. There's science behind this stuff. It's real and it's amazing. So do your research. If you have any questions, please let me know. I wouldn't mind. I would love to do a Q&A video. I'll ask for questions on Instagram, maybe our Facebook group. Just any questions that you have. I would love to do a keto Q&A video. Just let me know. I hope this came across clearly and that you understand a little bit better. So I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.